This is why you drive a car like this as a daily. Because whenever you come up on a corner, you're like, I shall conquer you. Hi guys, it's your friendly desert cul-de-sac Sarah here with another car review. And today I have the 2019 Hyundai Veloster N. This car has received a ton of hype online between different social media influencer campaigns, reviews, and track days. And I wanted to know, is this thing worth all the hype it's received? You can already tell by the look on my face, I'm pretty damn excited about reviewing this car. But the question is this a car you could live with as a daily if it was your only vehicle? Shoe fly, off fly, off. Off you shall fly off. Shout out in the comment section below what you drive as a daily driver. And if you were to replace it with a brand new vehicle on the market today, what would it be? Starting with the good, the pros of Veloster N is something that I find criticized a lot about the car, and that's the interior. There are a lot of hard plastics all throughout the interior, and I know that is often criticized by a lot of automotive journalists because it is associated with being cheap. But I will say this interior looks like it'd be very easy to keep clean. And to me, that's a pro. So I can't really hate on the interior of this car because of the price point. I don't like this SOS button on the rear view mirror because I've gone to adjust my mirror twice now and accidentally hit it with my thumb. I love the performance blue accents that are all throughout the interior, these cute little lines that go through the dash and the paddles to engage your N mode or your regular drive modes. It has the blue on the shift knob. And the other thing that is very subtle and you might not notice is at nighttime, the buttons illuminate a light blue color. So there's a lot of attention to detail in this interior that gets overlooked. The seats in here, while they're not Recaros, again, price point, they're extremely comfortable. They do a great job at bolstering. They hold you in the right spot. They have the performance blue stitching all throughout the fabric, which is a nice subtle touch. And these performance blue seat belts are fire. I love these. Slight downside of the seat design though is this crack is the perfect shape for cell phones. So if you leave your phone on the seat, chances are it's gonna end up down inside there. In case you have no idea what a Hyundai Veloster is, and this is the first time you're ever seeing one, I have to at least point out the fact that it has a sideways mullet because it's party on the left side and business on the right side. It's got 2 doors over here and 1 on the driver's side, plus the hatch makes it a 4-door hatchback. It's weird to say. The back of this car looks like a chipmunk's face when his cheeks are stuffed full of nuts and seeds. Am I right? You can't unsee it now. I'm sorry I did that to you. My head does just barely come in contact with the roof right here, but it's not that uncomfortable back here. And I like the fact that it's command style seating so I can see over the people in front of me. It gives good visibility and you don't get that claustrophobic feeling in the back seat. It's nice. And I like the plastic cup holders right here in the center. So it's easy to grab your drink. I should probably not make that hand gesture when sitting in the back seat of a car. The infotainment system in here is a huge win. It's very performance oriented and you can go through and fully customize the N mode, which I'll get into in a second. And it doesn't have navigation. However, it relies on the fact that you have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto to pair with your phone and just use your phone's navigation. The Infinity sound system is on point. It sounds good. And overall, everything in this car is well thought out. It's easy to use. I didn't find anything difficult to learn, but yeah, let's drive this little blue chicklet. One thing I notice a lot in this car with these really sticky Pirelli tires is when you floor it, you can hear rocks hitting the inside of the fender wells, and just, I guess it means it's clawing its way across the road, but these are definitely sticky tires. Let's do a give it the beans test. Now this thing is equipped with launch control. You hit the little N on your infotainment system and it takes you to a menu. So you have custom right here. which lets you go in and adjust your engine, rev matching, ELSD, exhaust sound, suspension, steering, and ESC. Now you only get the active exhaust and the adaptive suspension on the performance package, which is $2,100, and a no-brainer for everything you get on that package. It's a must buy. You get the 19-inch wheels with that classic kind of 5-spoke rally vibe to them, the Pirelli tires, the ELSD, the active exhaust, the adaptive suspension for $2,100. It's a no-brainer. You have to buy the performance package. And I'm gonna give it the beans and see how this launch control works. Ready? Whew. I feel like I could do a better job the launch control doing it my own. That was pretty quick though. I've kind of noticed in my testing that it bogs quite a bit using the launch control, so I'm gonna try to do it on my own and see if I can do it better. That's smoother. Alright, time for my braking test. No one behind me. Ready, set, go. Oh, wow. Oh my God. These brakes are no joke. Damn, that was good. Whew. For only being a 2-pot front caliper, there's a ton of clamping force. I almost ripped my face off. Hello, and welcome to Garage Science with Sarah. Powering the Veloster N is Hyundai's all-aluminum dual overhead cam Theta 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder that puts out 275 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and 260 pound-feet of torque at 1,400 RPM all the way up to 4,700 RPM. That is a big, fat, broad portion of the power band, and that's what makes this car so fun to drive. Now, if you get the non-performance pack equipped version of this car, it has the same engine, however, it only has 250 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque. It's kind of a no-brainer to buy that performance pack if you're buying a car like this. And yes, I just teleported from over there to the side of the car. I'm magic. Now, something that I often criticize on transversely mounted front-wheel drive layouts from a mechanic's perspective is when the windshield and wiper cowl protrudes into the engine bay, blocking access to the rear half of the engine, especially on turbocharged engines. But with this Veloster N, there seems to be plenty of access to the back half of the engine, and I don't think overall this engine bay would be that difficult to work on for a front-wheel drive car. But I will criticize the Veloster for having a prop rod to hold the hood up in 2019. Can we at least get struts, please? So, just when you thought my car reviews couldn't get any weirder, I go introduce a segment like this. It is now Consult the Cows. I'm out here in cow country. I'm gonna ask cows what they think about the Veloster N, especially the color of it. Because cow opinions matter when you're selecting a new car for your daily driver. Yep, I'm that weird. This is real life. Most automotive journalists focus on reviewing the car. What do? I get the opinions of cows. Hi, cow. Oh, that's a big pile of cows. Hi, cows. Excuse me, cows. Hello. I have a question for you guys. What do you think of this Veloster N? Do you approve? Yeah? You like the color of it? It's called Performance Blue. I gotta stop the stupid jokes. Do you like this car? Oh, he likes it. That cow's really looking. He's looking hard. Here we go. Here we go. Hi guys. Hi cows. I have a question for you guys. Yeah, I have a question for you. What do you think of this car? Really? You like it? Yeah? Oh, cool. That one likes it. You got good taste in cars. What do you think of the color of it? Yeah? Okay. These guys like the color of it. Well, this one's coming to check it out too. What are you licking? Ooh, you get that spot. Must be hard to scratch when you're a cow. Yeah, you really like it, huh? I bet you wish you had opposable thumbs so you could drive. Thank you guys for your input. I appreciate it. Bye, cows. They're so cute. This is why you drive a car like this as a daily. Because whenever you come up on a corner, you're like, I shall conquer you. Hear all the rocks hitting inside the wheel wells? That's what I'm talking about, these sticky tires. This car has so much grip. A lot has to do with the tires that are on it, but I don't find the need to have to downshift in here a lot. There's so much torque down low. 1450 RPM is where you hit peak torque. Hit peak torque. Those little pops. Snack, crackle, pop. Snack, snap. The ELSD does a great job at minimizing the torque steer. The only time I ever notice torque steer is when you start to get the suspension unsettled, like coming over a crest or something, then you'll notice a torque steer. But other than that, the LSD does a great job. When you look at other hot hatchbacks on the market, the number one competitors I see is the GTI and the Mini Cooper. I like the fact that this kind of sits somewhere in between the size of a Fiesta ST and a Focus ST. Prior to driving this, the Fiesta ST was hands down my favorite hot hatch, and this car just took over as my new favorite hot hatch. It's a healthy balance between a nimble, small, fun car, but still having room and capacity to carry stuff. This car is almost too good to be true, and it's sad that this market for cars like this is shrinking. Not a lot of people want a car like this as a daily, and I don't understand why. Even if you have one child, you could still drive this as your daily. When I was growing up, my parents had a single cab Ford Ranger pickup truck with a manual transmission, and they got by. I actually used to think it was fun sitting in the middle. I don't know how this stuff always ends up happening to me when I'm out filming my car reviews, but I'm just parked on the side of this hill to film the ending, and there's half a deer leg next to the car. That's a fresh kill. That means I'm probably being hunted right now. I better get out of here. So to answer the question of whether you can live with a Hyundai Veloster N as your daily driver comes down to want versus need. Do you want a large vehicle to be able to haul stuff around in, or do you need a large vehicle to haul stuff around in? Do you want to have fun driving your daily driver, or do you need to have fun driving your daily driver? If you've never seen one of my reviews before, I do what's called the bean score. Is a rating of 1 to 5 beans based on the feeling you get in your gut when you give it the beans. The 2019 Veloster N is going to get a rating of 2 beans. $275 horsepower and just over 3,000 pounds, and it makes full use of that power and actually feels a little bit quicker than what it's rated on paper. And I absolutely love this car. This is one of my favorite cars I've ever reviewed so far, which says a lot about this little thing. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I will see you next week with another. Bye!